Alright, so I was kind of frustrated recently because I wanted to watch some Dawn of War Soulstorm matches, but very few matches are post-patch. I wanted to get a feel for what the patch did for the races, and I didn't see very many. So I thought, fine, I'll do it myself. So here I have a game between myself playing Space Marines and Chaos. He goes a heretic, 3 cultist squads, and I go 2 scout squads and a servitor. We say our good lucks. I take these points first because I'm not sure if I need to be afraid of an invade. He is a little bit more confident, captures his inner points first. So it'll take me a little bit longer to capture all my points, but I feel safer doing it this way. Oh, looks like he's going to capture his outer point over here. Okay. He's getting a Chaos Space Marine squad. I go 2 Space Marine squads. He uses a Space Marine squad to capture this point. That's pretty efficient. There's not a whole lot for these guys to do. And then he comes over here to capture his critical location. I send some Space Marines out here to sort of scout. They're a little tankier than Chaos Space Marines, so I was confident I would have won that trade. It's very natural to capture this point after getting all of your points, so I come over here to see if he's capturing this point. And he is. I stop these guys around here so they can they have better accuracy if they're not moving, and we get a whole wipe on this squad, which is very good for me. I imagine if I was a stronger player I'd be able to use that somehow. Here he completely reinforced this squad. I thought he had 2 squads and was reinforcing them, so I back up because my squads are not reinforced. But I think I could have won this trade if I had been a little more aggressive. So I fall back. I let him push me back because my commander's out. I believe his commander gets out around this time as well. Oh, here he is. So we have this engagement. I think we each lost a model. He might have lost 2 models. I go for this critical location since I'm pushing him back. I think again I could have won this exchange and put some pressure on him, but I don't. We kind of stare at each other a bit. He's got another squad of Space Marines on the way. Yeah, he only has 1 squad. I think I should have pressed him back right here. He immediately upgrades his listening points to tier 2. And that isn't something that I do. I think I go for a fast tier 2, but I don't have enough. I'm probably too scared of getting rushed to upgrade my listening posts. I'm sitting at 74 to 10. I need to hit the tier 2 button. There it is. Hit the tier 2 button. He's at 92 to 10 thanks to these upgraded listening posts. I knew he was sitting over here, so I thought maybe I'd have enough time to get a listening post down. And I might have, had I gone for this one, I might have had enough time. But I go for this one, and he's here in time to defend. Gets one of my models. And he now has 2 squads here. Again, if it's just these guys on the map, since it's tier 1, I think Space Marines win. But I suspected, with as confident as he was with this engagement, that he had more troops on the way. So I started running, and then he gets this upgrade, comes through, so there's no way I'm winning this under the fire of this turret. We fall back, he steals my critical location, and I stole his. I get this location in the middle. There's an engagement here. Scouts are running away. So I'm at 91 to 20. I should upgrade at least this listening post. He's at 104 to 10. He'll have an economy advantage for the whole game. He upgraded 3 listening posts. He's getting 2 generators. All of my listening posts are still tier 1. We've got an engagement here. I need to run away with my Force Commander. Yeah, he's just tanking damage needlessly. I tried to get this turret up, but I'm not paying attention. I'm too focused on this area. So I lose my servitor, I lost a scout, and he halts the production of this turret, which would defend these points. I recalled, I think Raptor squads, they were changed in the patch, but I don't remember if they were buffed or nerfed. But I recognize he has 3 squads to my 2, so I fall back. I believe I am tier 2 now, so I start getting the, I do have the heavy bolters. So I fall back and then start shooting with these heavy bolters. I think he absolutely melts these cultists. I'm pretty sure I would win this trade even in melee since I have heavy bolters on these guys. So the cultist, he loses a squad of cultists, I lose a strategic point. I should delete this, but I was like a 1/10 of a second too slow on deleting the turret. He's getting heavy bolters as well. I've heard that the heavy bolters on Chaos Marines aren't quite as good as the ones on Space Marines, except they have an extra ability that gives them extra damage when that ability is active, which he's not using here. But he sends his commander in to tie up my troops in melee. I decide to fall back. It looks like I lose about 4 models. I think he should. Does he capture this point? No, he just leaves. I think he could have. Did he save his raptors? Yeah. If he had kept his raptors up here, he could have taken this point, which would have been very painful for me. Because he already has a larger army than mine. But he doesn't. Do I have any scouts? I do have a scout left. I think I send my scout up here. Okay, so he's after another of my points. I use this as a chance to get some damage off on his commander, and he gives up. I think he could have won a fight here. He could have won a fight, forced my troops back, and then damaged my listening post. But he's understandably a little bit doesn't want to overextend. And notice I've upgraded 1 listening post. These are still tier 1. All of these are still tier 1s. He has upgraded all of his listening posts. I'm sitting at plus 80. He's at plus 116, which it seems like a sizable advantage for Chaos Space Marines. I noticed he was massing troops, so I go for a Hellfire Dreadnought. These guys got nerfed this patch. Any sort of disruption has been nerfed. So I'm stacking in the middle. He's going to go for this point. Just a second. Alright. And we're back. So he's going on this point. I'm trying to capture this point. Still just this one. He respects the Dreadnought. Yeah, you can see they're not knocking them. The Dreadnought isn't knocking them up as much as he used to before the patch. He leaves his Chaos Raptors here to decap the point, and he gets them out safely. I think he lost 2, maybe 3 models. An expensive decap. I get the heavy weapons upgrade. He's going for more Chaos Space Marines. With his economy, he's finally going tier 1, or tier 2 rather. He finally hits the tier 2 button. I had assumed... Huh. I didn't realize Chaos Space Marines could get the heavy bolters before they went tier 2. So that's... I assumed he was tier 2 because I saw his heavy bolters. Had I known he was still tier 1, I would have been a little more aggressive. If I didn't mention, we're each rated like 980 or so, a little bit less than 1,000 on an ELO. So we go back here to. I'm just flabbergasted that he gets some pressure, takes a point, decaps it, and then runs away. So he's coming back to undo this take and hold. And it's been mentioned in other channels that even though the Dreadnought has good disruption, he doesn't do a ton of damage to troops. So we need the backup of a squad of guys with the Dreadnought. He's idling back here. Let's see. He's tier 2, going for the machine pit. I'm going tier 3, getting the sacred artifact. I think I should maybe... Okay, so we upgrade another listening post. We're getting the blue... Oh, we have an engagement here. Yeah, I got a Rhino. Thought I could get this plasma generator. And it goes down. He's sending his troops over here. I see them and run away. Not sure why I went the long way around. He's got all of his troops are here chasing me. And I think my goal here, like recently I had gotten slaughtered because I was building up troops in tier 1 and tier 2 and my opponent just teched up and I got slaughtered because I got out-teched. So that's kind of what my thought was here, that I'll just play on 2 squads. I'll let him chase me around the map, and eventually I'll have some tech that he won't be able to handle.
Victory countdown has begun.
So he's at 122 to 40. I'm at 98 to 79, so I'm a little better on power, a little worse in requisition. We go over here to hopefully decap. And again, he goes after this point. I think he doesn't... Okay, now he notices that the turret is on his troops. The turret is still on his troops. Go over here for the decap. Yeah, he's got 3 squads. He's idling, and he just sends his raptors in by themselves to do damage to this point. If he just sent his army in, he could have done a lot of work. I'm now tier 3. I'm a little bit higher in tech than he is. He's still tier 2. He's trying to capture this point. I think I overestimated the damage of my Predator, because I thought I could win this fight with a Predator. Oh, and he sends in his horror squads. Sends in the Chaos Raptor. Yeah, we have quite an engagement here. Quite an engagement. Was my health fire? Yeah, looks like my health fire is going to go down. I saw that his Raptor squad was a bit deep compared to the rest of his army, so I decided I can take this fight. Oh, this was interesting. I dropped this, and then my commander goes in the Rhino, but when he comes back out, I still have the orbital bombardment. I don't use it but like for a while. But I thought it might be an interesting bug that maybe if you use your orbital bombardment, then stick him back in a Rhino, maybe it resets the cooldown. He's pushing here. Now I'm tier 4. So again, operating on a shoestring army. Just going for this. Oh, here I make a mistake. I try to defend my point, send my troops over here. But now he finally goes in with his whole army with 2 defilers and his horror squads. I drop my troops here to try to defend, and we've got the Predator coming in. Yeah, and these guys. Oh, here's the ability. They get this red aura around them. They do a ton of damage. I lose a whole bunch of squads. Now I'm tier 3. I put some Terminators in. Or tier 4 rather. I've got the Terminators coming. Yeah, I lose this whole squad. I lose both of these squads and the Rhino. I thought here the game was over, but maybe he saw. Oh yeah, the Predator goes down too. Now, still at 112 to 79, 131 to 49. He finally hits the tier 3 button. I'm already tier 4, and I have the Land Raider almost up. So I thought I'm surprised my commander lasted so long. He sent his whole army over here to deal with my commander. Looks like I took care of a squad with my Terminators. They should fall. I don't think I'm controlling them. I think they should fall back if they can. Looks like I lose these. The Land Raider is finally out, and I'm finally ready to commit to building an army. Here I thought it was too late. And I still think it was too late. He could send all of his guys in, destroy my Land Raider, and win the game. But he hesitates. He's capped, so he can't get any more defilers. Going 2-3, which stops him from increasing his vehicle and squad cap. Get a Hellfire Dreadnought, and here I start this Hellfire Dreadnought, and then realize, hang on, I'm tier 4. Why don't I get the I don't remember what it's called, but the tank that does a lot of disruption. It's a good shot. He might here I not 100%. I think he overestimates the power of my two things here. I think he can win this fight. I click the button on the Land Raider to give it more Whirlwind. That's what I buy. I get the vehicle cap increased by a Whirlwind, and I think that's kind of the game changer. Having a bunch of Dreadnoughts is nice, but much cheaper and more efficient to get the Whirlwind for disruption. We'll see it in a second. Land Raider taking all sorts of damage. Get another Dreadnought. His army is kind of falling apart. I try to drop. Oh, did you see that? That was from the Whirlwind. Look at that. Huge disruption. I tried to drop the orbital bombardment, but I don't know if it went through. So now he sees the Land Raider and realizes he's lost a lot, so he falls back to defend. But at this point, it might be too late. So he is tier 3. He's getting personal teleporters. He's at 135 and 58. I'm at 111 and 79. He drops some obliterators over here. Try to get a counterattack. But I'm pretty confident that he doesn't have any anti-vehicle. So I'm confident my army can take his on. He's trying to capture this point, which I don't know why he would commit to this. I don't think either of us are winning it by taking hold at this point. He takes this out. Forgets to retreat with his Defiler. Get some Terminators. Here I'm pretty confident the game is almost over. I don't think he has the tools to stop the Land Raider. And does he have? This goes for Chaos Infiltration. Yeah, I think he just needs to mass produce Possessed Squads. Well, not Possessed, Horror Squads. And he's going for Possessed Squads instead. Oh, and over here, he has his Obliterators on my listening post. I don't control these guys, but they still distract his Obliterators, so they kind of do their job. They just sit here and take the damage until the listening post kills his Obliterators. Yep. Sends in his Possessed Squads. I don't think he notices my Servitor repairing the Land Raider. My Land Raider's taking like almost no damage. Like it's actually increasing in health. So he lost his Obliterators, so I can start sending these guys in to join the attack.
Victory countdown has begun.
A lot of missed opportunities for my opponent. Lucky for me. Fortunately, he didn't realize his advantage until it was too late. I got my Land Raider out. Okay, he's got a ton of float. Probably doesn't know what to do. I don't know if there is anything he can do. We get my melee troops are coming in to send them to take care of this Defiler, which has been annoying me for a minute. Get some Obliterators. I don't think. Yeah, he calls GG. Doesn't even send these in.
6 minutes until taking
Yep.
hold victory.
GG Ringo Man.